It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Second and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on second and 8 at the 27-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, that's earned it by their play, the psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out with that run.
Touchdown, Chicago! Allen Robinson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Makes the score Bears 7, Vikings 9.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph.
Jackson's pass.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
It's 2nd and inches at the 47-yard line.
Now a handoff. Edwards. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down right around the 37. 16 yards, a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
He goes full extension, and he's got it. That one goes for 24 yards.
Vikings.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
At the 13-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. On the handoff, Edwards. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Edwards. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Gus Edwards his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Steps away. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Yannick Ngakoue able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. Great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10.
43-yard line.
Now Jackson on 1st down. He will find the rookie from LSU. That's Justin Jefferson. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9. Brings
that last catch short of the marker by just a yard. Leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They will run for the first time here with White. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the gun, Jackson. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Vikings 14. Bears 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Montgomery, and he stopped immediately there. A tackle made that time by Anthony Barr. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. You know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And the Bears first down.
On first down, Kaepernick. And he completes it to Cohen. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Down Bears.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown.
Allen Robinson with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Hauschka adds the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Jackson. It's caught on the right side of Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Jackson's
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
third down. Jackson. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
Good. We're up.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Minnesota Vikings. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Jackson on first down. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. On second down, it's White, and they'll get him down right about the 20. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
20-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White, and he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On second down, they'll run with White. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like a little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off offensively.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Chicago.
From midfield, here's Kaepernick. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Justin Jefferson, the rookie, his intended receiver. But it's going to be second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. And he can't hang on into it, and the screen never got started.
Intended for
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel?
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now, it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
brings up 2nd and 3.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
Yeah, not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. They'll run with a former Viking, Cordero Patterson. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 31 yards there and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Third down.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They needed a yard. They got it. First down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. That is caught by Cohen. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice short tackle.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble at 6, but now it's 4th.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Out to it, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Roosevelt Nix, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Stephen Hauschka set to kick off.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down by...
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson and a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. behind Justin Jefferson there. And it's second down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jackson. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Vikings.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. Jalen Johnson up to make the tackle.
Tackled by Jalen.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Jackson from the shotgun. On the left side, a catch by Wade. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 49-yard line.
2nd and 11 now. Operating from the gun. Jackson. Incomplete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. Touchdown, Vikings. Kyle Rudolph with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are going to take the lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And they will take a 7-point lead. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 11.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Kaepernick going to throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Kaepernick. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cohen. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
A gain of
An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Kaepernick. Well, this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Kaepernick. That's complete to Mooney. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
And the Bears first down.
Now a play fake. Kaepernick. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
Down by Akeem Hicks.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema back.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Great read, and it's picked off. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They will look to flush the memory of that pick 6 as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the 4th quarter. Getting down to the good stuff. Rolling to his right. Smith with a first down and more. All the way down to the 41-yard line. A big play on the catch and run covering 34 yards.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. This one brought in by Jefferson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to...
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Gus Edwards, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line.
Complete to Tariq.
5 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
Brings up
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
Complete.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Number 32, David.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Pick up on the play. And it's 3rd down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And Robinson with a big catch. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18. Now a desperation throw. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 41 yards. This will be caught inside the 10. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Vikings 42, Bears 35.
So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make or break onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. In the fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On second down now, it's White. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Here's Jackson. This is White on the screen. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Well, it was a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now Kaepernick. He's going to let it fly. This will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16, and he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up, had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it, and...
Yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
Today's final score, Vikings.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Why were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Minnesota, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the season is really nosediving now as they fall to 2-12. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. That'll do it for us. I'm Brent